Hey Bryght babes, my name is Katrina and I am the international trainer here at Bryght. Today we have an anal bleach demonstration for you on a wonderful man. So as you know, we are very inclusive. We accept and provide services on any hair type, skin type, and gender. So this is the position that you can do, but we can also flip them over onto the side. So for our step one, this has your calendula and your spearmint inside of it. So especially if you're about to wax, sugar, or even do any other hair removal, this will take that initial sting out of your waxing service. Remember, a little goes a long way. This product is very thin, especially step number one, so you need about half a pump. Make sure to emulsify with water and then go ahead and apply onto the skin. Now you can use gauze, whatever you do prefer for your client. I don't like to waste products, so I go ahead and use my hands. Think of this as your pre-cleanse in a facial treatment. So this you want to emulsify into the skin for about 30 to 50 seconds. We're not using the wand at all. Now again, this all has the aloe vera base, so it does glide very well. You can use a little bit of water. It will not dilute the product, it'll just emulsify. This is a really nice upsell for your waxing or sugaring clients as well, to take that sting out, but also instead of using a witch hazel or a pre-cleanse. Make sure it's fully absorbed and then you can go ahead and start your waxing procedure. You can go ahead and put your baby powder directly on the first cleanse and then go ahead and rub it in. Make sure it's not clumpy or else the wax will not adhere to the skin. We don't really want a lot of hair for the Bryght treatment. We do prefer that the area is either shaved or waxed or sugared. All right, so after your waxing treatment, you're gonna go ahead and go straight to step number two. As you can see, there is a red indicator, meaning you're gonna be using the red wand. Now, when we're doing the anal area, you wanna make sure that you're spreading it enough so you can really get inside and penetrate into the skin. Again, with this, you only need about half a pump. This is a little bit more of a thicker consistency, so you do wanna use quite a bit of water. So we're gonna get right up in there and make sure we lather on. You don't need to put any oil or anything after the waxing treatment. You can go ahead and use the step number two. Now this has your glycolic, your salicylic, and your lactic acid. Now remember, we are vegan, meaning that our lactic acid is not a derivative from dairy, it is from sugar. This doesn't tingle, it doesn't irritate, it's not a scrub, so it's not going to rip or tear the skin at all. You feel any irritation, Jason? Good. We want to emulsify this into the skin, effleurage as much as you can for at least 30 seconds, and then you'll go in the wand with 2 minutes. Make sure to add quite a bit of water so the wand will glide nicely. Make sure it's nice and foamy, especially with step number two. So we're using sonic and ion technology, meaning we're gonna help lead a lot of the dirt out of the skin as well as the hyperpigmentation. And then because of the red indicator here, we'll be using the red wand. For this step, you're going to be using it for just 2 minutes. Press confirm and it will start to vibrate right away. Yes, the wand does vibrate and that will dilute the melanin inside the skin. And especially for the anal bleach, you want to get up in there. Again, with different size clients, you can position them whatever way they are comfortable. We always want to use a wrap, doesn't matter what area you're doing. Make sure you really protect the wrap. It will create a little bit of a barrier between the wand and the skin, and make sure that you don't get it over the fan or even in the charging port. It's a really nice enzyme base, so it's really going to help clean a little bit of the debris, help with the hyperpigmentation, shed a little bit of the dead skin. Red wand is great for promoting a little bit of circulation to the area. Your client shouldn't feel any heat, even from the wand, there isn't any heat. Maybe just the gliding from the friction, but again, add more water if it's starting to get stuck at all. What I love about this wand as well, it's not heavy, it's very, very light, and you can use your left or your right hand. It's not strenuous on your wrist. Very, very easy to use. You're not digging it into the skin. The wand is doing all the work for you. For optimal results, make sure that your client does get the duo kit with the prep cleanser and the treatment gel, and that can be used twice daily. Now there's no downtime with this treatment either, so they could come in every week if they wanted to. I usually get my clients to come in when they do a waxing treatment. Make sure that's nicely absorbed into the skin. Remember, this is a layering system, so you're not going to remove it. You're going to leave it on, and they're very, very active, so it's going to continue to help lighten the skin tone. Now we're going to go in with our step number 3. This is our vitamin C, our main event. As you can see, there is a yellow to orange hue inside of it. Remember, vitamin C should always be a little bit more orange, not white or clear. The L-ascorbic acid is really, really pigmented. A little goes a long way. And as you can see, it's really nice on the bed. It's not going to topple over at all. And you get to use every last drop. There's no product that goes to waste. Now think of this as your serum. It does have a little bit more of a thickening agent inside of it. And again, you can use water. It's not going to dilute the product at all. So I'll apply it for about 30 seconds and then go ahead with my wand. This has your mulberry, your Indian gooseberry, your vitamin C, your vitamin E, along with your aloe vera. So all of your brightening agents, there's no kojic acid, there's no toxins in our line. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water when I'm about to apply the wand here, just so the wand glides really nicely. This will spread the product a little bit easier as well. And again, it's not going to dilute any of the ingredients. The ingredients are highly concentrated and very, very active. Now, as you can see, this has your green indicator right next to number 3. That's great for hyperpigmentation. And it's gonna really help pull a lot of the melanin out of the skin. Now, Jason here is a skin type 4. So with skin type 4, 5, and 6, we want to leave the wand on for at least 5 minutes. With skin lightening, it can vary case by case. So we wanna make sure it's fair for everyone, all shades and all skin tones. So making sure that this wand is on for 5 minutes will help do the same job and lift the skin 1 to 3 shades lighter. With darker skin tones, they have more of a melanin production inside the skin. So even from a little breakout, a little comedone, they can get more of a reaction and more trauma caused to the skin, causing more melanin. Now, this is the only product that's 97% natural, and it's just because we had to put a thickening agent inside of it. Everything else is 100% natural. So before we go to our final step, make sure that the product is absorbed nicely into the skin. Again, this is a layering system, so you do not have to remove anything. Now we have our step number 4. As you can see, there is a blue indicator. So this is really good for acne production. It's gonna calm down a lot of folliculitis, histamine reaction, especially after your waxing treatment. So to prevent any future ingrowns, this is a really nice, easy upsell for those type of clients. Also, in our prep cleansing duo kit, make sure that they use that and take that home to prevent any future ingrowns. This has your menthol lactate, so it is going to be a little bit more cooling on the skin. Really nice, easy upsell for after waxing. You don't need to use any aloe or any tea tree cream afterwards. Make sure you're covering inside the area. That's our main goal. About 30 seconds before using the wand, I'm going to use a little bit of water just to make sure that the wand glides nicely. You don't want to stretch the skin or irritate your client at all, especially in such a sensitive area. Once again, we're using our sonic and then our negative ion. So this is going to penetrate all the products deeper inside the skin. You don't need any other modalities. You don't need your high frequency wand. You don't need anaphoresis, cataphoresis, a steamer. This wand will do everything for you. If the client had a histamine reaction or any welts, this will really calm down a lot of the activity in the sebaceous glands. It's really going to help regulate the skin temperature as well. And most importantly, it's going to kill the bacteria. This also has your sunflower oil, your coconut oil, your vitamin E. So it does glide pretty nicely, and it's a very nice setting cream. And remember, the wand will turn off automatically, so you don't have to press any other buttons. As soon as the timer runs out, it will turn off right away. And then at the very end, just make sure all the product is fully absorbed into the skin. You don't want to cake on a lot of product and then it absorb into the clothes. And voila, we're all finished. How do you feel?